We are trying out Gamedec for an hour. This, it's a game I think it came out last year. It's a detective game. Game Detective. I don't know if that's what it stands for. But that is what you do. It's the far future. Everything is cool and virtual and cyberpunk, and you are a detective. We're going to try it out for an hour.
It's a strange profession. Gamedec. You're neither a player nor a detective. You know the rules and how people break them. How they leave a digital trail. And there is always a trail. A flaw in the source code. Backdoors used by cheaters. Anonymity skins, used to cover up unpopular activities. All can be found. All can be traced. With a lot of skill and a little bit of luck. Sometimes more than a little. Because there are surprises, even for a game deck. But in the end, you keep your eyes on the prize. This is my story. What's yours?
We have to make our own story. In the virtual world, being a detective, finding the cyber criminals who are doing cyber crimes. So we have to make a character. Well, they can't not really make a character. There are some custom choices. I don't think you can really like mix and match or anything. Or we can use named characters who have, you know, full bios. Like Ismail Krostov. He sounds very crusty. His personality is that he is a born leader. Here's Daphne Bennett. Her personality is that she's enthusiastic. What about Kirk Anderson? His personality is powerful. Now, I mean, it says powerful, but I'm looking at Kirk Anderson here, and I feel like he looks like, in an FPS, he would be a guy who is a friend of the protagonist, but he's not the protagonist, and he's going to die pretty early. Like, this guy says hi to Master Chief, and then dies. I feel like that's who this guy is. Then there's Teriel. He's a dodger. His personality is dodger. I don't know if that's a personality type. Here's Tasha Diaz. She's a realist. She's here to drop some reality on you. Zaya Singh. She's an idealist. She has ideals. What about Kyle Fisher? Con artist. And wonderful pink sunglasses. There are named characters we can choose. So I was looking at these, and I think that what the future virtual world needs is a dose of reality. You can't handle reality, but Tasha is here to give you that reality. She's an observant DJ. She does it for thrills, does it for the kicks. That's why she's a game deck, and we're gonna try it with her. There's normal mode, true detective mode. Normal mode, it says you can save the game anytime. True detective, only between levels. I don't know if that's the only difference. Like, it gives you some flavor text. It says, take the case, look for clues, look for witnesses, go back, look for different clues, use different words, solve cases by trial and error. Nothing can get past you. Or never look back. Work your case your own way and don't concern yourself with what ifs. Take responsibility for your choices and walk your own path. I don't know if there's any other difference besides the saving. If it is, then we'll just go with normal mode. All right, loading our apartment. I didn't remember why I'd become a game deck. Oh, dialogue options. Yep, we know how dialogue options work. At some point, I must have decided that it was a reasonable way of making money. Then I just got used to it. Let's recall our career. I solved numerous cases, so people started to believe I was credible, and credibility was crucial in my line of work. Pretty much everything can be falsified, but you can't fake credibility. Besides being my workplace, also became my second home. Did I ever play for fun? Yeah, sometimes I did. Let's look around. I was surrounded by the real world, that is, realium. I could hear Warsaw City humming outside the window. I lived in Tower Stone, in Wola. It was the end of the 22nd century and the people were crazy happy. Kidding. Some were, some weren't. Which group did I belong to? I wasn't sure. Let's start our day. Time to check if there's any new jobs. Look at the size of our bed. We have a huge bed. Okay, we can left click to move. Adjust speed. Interact with the environment. Let's check our answering machine.
Looking to make some quick credits? Here at Tabletop Antiques, we will buy your old tabletop games in exchange for credit.
Wow.
Don't let those old cardboard and plastic parts take up space where you can install the latest couch instead. Come find us in High City, or give us a call back to find out what your antiques are worth. Tabletop Antiques, the best credit rates for your antique games.
That's a good point. All these old tabletop games are taking up space. I could be installing furniture in the room? What are we doing here? We could look out the window. Warsaw City, my polis. Let's look out the window. Take a look at what's going on. Walkways, squares, space, and chasms. That's what modern cities look like. The middle layer, mid-city. Despite dense developments, you could still see the sun and pieces of the sky, as well as the long way down. I don't feel great. It was all too cramped and too loud. I wished I lived somewhere higher, where you could see the sky, or below, near the... I think we're being advertised to. Void stars, you say? For some reason, I just have a desire to look into that. This is where the rich met the poor, and light met darkness. A place where you could be pretty much whoever you wanted to be. And where advertising drones peep through people's windows looking for new victims. I guess if you're looking out the window at the vista, you're going to be advertised to. There's an option here for sending the advertising drone away, but I think I need to be a certain class, maybe, to do this. I don't think I can select that. Let's contemplate. I have a few things I need to think over. You can't really contemplate without a drink in your hand. Luckily, the servo bot knew exactly what I needed. The Surfer Ind logo had slightly faded away already, but the servo bot, as usual, patiently awaited instructions. Gimme the vodka! Okay, professions. Some options are available only if I have the right profession. Vodka. Pure. Cold and hot at the same time. Two to choose from. A decent synthetic one, and the good, rye-made, more expensive stuff. So it could go with more expensive, less expensive, or infotainer, reputable brand. I guess we gotta click on... I can click on this. What is this one? Okay, aspects are part of a game deck's personality expressed through actions, thoughts, and emotions. Be kind to gain the empathy aspect. Inspire someone to gain inspiration, etc. Okay, 4 personality types. Decisive red, analytical blue, creative yellow, and sociable green. Unlock special conversation options. You only get them if you have that profession. Sleeves. But... yeah, we were looking at infotainer. You know how to produce a net show and how to smile to the oh, we're an influencer. Well, I guess you don't have to pick that. You possess a rare gift, charisma, and you know how to use it. You can turn any conversation into a media interview. Oh, that sounds intolerable and transform resisting interlocutors into effusive companions. People recognize you and want photos with you. Everyone's nice to you. Almost everyone. Well, obviously, we want to be an infotainer. We can choose the reputable brand now. Why do we need to be an infotainer for the reputable brand? Food and drink manufacturers regularly supplied me with high quality. Okay, they're sending us the food because they want us to, you know, want to plug them on our channel. All I had to do was mention their brand on my social media every so often. There we go. Decided to think over some stuff and get to work. Like sensory worlds? Thousands of games and millions of players mean plenty of cases for Gamedec's. Hatred, greed, and deviousness are especially common online. Two topics have been popular in the media recently. Digital lurv, and whether it's better to live online or in realium. Well, is it better to live online or in realium? I took a sip. Game fans say they let them fulfill their dreams and that they don't have to obey the rules of nature, which are a bitch. They could choose gender, looks, and go on adventures. Opponents called it escaping and claimed, you can only get tough in Realium. Realium presents real challenges. On the other hand, good money can be made online too, and it's no less complicated than Realium. Hey, are we a gamer or are we a gamer? Sensory worlds are kingdoms in themselves. There are plenty of affairs, people, nuances. I wasn't surprised some people called them home. Experiencing things in games is no different than experiencing them in Realium. It's just a different and more interesting level of reality. Let's think about recent events. Some have been talking about the Pygmalion technology, developed by Blue Whales Interactive. It upgraded AI to the level of the human psyche. Recent gossip, a man named Ken Zhou, a young good-a-bad star, screwed up in the last game and his Black Angels lost. Well, obviously I want to know about the AIs. BWI claimed they could create human beings, obviously, for a hell of a price. Such humans are called diginets. A diginet has a synthetic brain, a rendon, but no body. It lives online unless you buy it a mobrium. They like a lot of lingo, a lot of slang, a lot of terminology. Gotta buy it a mobrium. There were demonstrations at the company's location against this technology. The protesters claimed that diginets were unnatural. Well, obviously, we want to fall in love with an AI. The company introducing such risky tech must have tested it in thousands of... Yes, of course. Of course. Of course they did. They wouldn't have put their reputation on the line without serious and thorough testing. I mean, clearly. The protesters were a bunch of ignorant people afraid of progress. I wasn't going to waste time on them. Time to get to work. Let's listen to another voicemail.
Hi. I am quite new to this whole thing about playing games in the net. I mean, I go on all the necessary equipment and everything. But the thing is that I've never done this before, and I don't really have any friends to ask for help on this. So I was thinking maybe you could give me a tour guide and show me the ropes. Playing games in brand new world seems great and all. I just thought it'd be better if I had someone else with me, you know. Oh, what am I saying? I shouldn't have called for such a stupid reason like this. Anyway. Sorry for wasting your time and goodbye.
It's an odd message, an odd, hard-to-understand message. Oh, Jeffrey Haggis is calling me. Big G. Someone was sensing me. It turned out to be a man named Jeffrey Haggis. I didn't know him. Nevertheless, I answered. Unrealistic. Someone I don't know calls me. That thing can ring. I don't deny the call because then they know I'm there. It just rings.
Please come to me. I'll tell you everything when you're here.
All right. Inquire about the details. Could you tell me some more information? I told you, you need to get here first. Well, what about a down payment? Hold on. Let's have a little respect for each other's time. I don't know anything about the case. I'm not sure whether a certain amount... I get it. You want down payment? I'm transferring it right now. I hope it's enough. Yes? Great. I'm waiting. He disconnected. How odd. All right. Well, here's the rest of our apartment. What do we got? Holovision.
Breaking news.
The latest domestic and international news all day long. Today is Monday, July 17th. My name is Gina Gord, and this is the news. Ken Zhao, the young star of Good or Bads, loses the game miserably. Zhao blames everything on glitches in the game. Some things never change. Could this be the end of the youngster's career? I wonder if we can take his case, find out about these so-called glitches. Bliss? I don't know what that is. Turns orange when I click on it. Couch? Virtual couch made by Surfer Inn. Not one of the newest models, is still reliable. We thought it was. A poet would call it a gateway to the sensory worlds. To me, it was just a tool of my trade. The helmet's starting to fall apart. Need to replace it. This won't come cheap. We can't afford it. We need to take some jobs first. Fluid levels. What fluids? Wait, what fluids does it need? I had a few tanks left. It's good to have reserve. What fluids? What am I putting in this chair? Infusion fluid. Delivery drone will be here in a few hours. Couch log. July 17th, 21:99, 3:30 p.m. My last session took. The couch showed an error message. Suggested to restore default settings. This thing's glory days are long gone. I can't report a defect because I'm not a glazier, whatever that is. Computer? My computer. It controlled the couch, communicated with household appliances, let me send messages, and everything else. It was old and could use an upgrade. It still worked enough to be reliable. Let's access the net. New case. Wondered if anything would surface on the net. Who is Jeffrey Haggis, the director of the programming department of Blue Whales Interactive? Okay, since we're an infotainer, we know the gossip. This disgustingly rich art collector suffered repeated burglary attempts in conflict with his wife Eleanor and son Frederick. Installed a safe in his office, which was opened with music. Blue Whales Interactive, leaders in the field of AI. Their flagship product is the dating game Paradise Beach. They also made Knight's Code, a clan battle game based on medieval Japan. They made luxury helmets. They can make human beings. Their Pygmalion upgraded AIs mimic human psyches. What about games? Time to... yeah, we'd like some gossip. New NPECs in Paradise Beach. Just gonna drop the word NPEC on us. What is that? I don't know. Oh, hold on. We're gonna check the dark web. I checked the dark web for something juicier. An almost fatal accident in Happy Hunting Grounds. How gory. A creepy clown and twisted and perverted who harassed players about a virus outbreak. Odd, but not surprising. That's about it. Okay, let's play some Void Stars. I earned in several games, but was recently focused on one, Void Stars. Still in development, even though it had already been released. Isn't that the way? It was supposed to be bigger than all previous space simulations. That was hard to imagine. Oh, it's still in development. All these years later. It has some name changes, but it's still in development. I bought a few ships. Couldn't help myself. They were expensive, but I can't play the game, but I like looking at them, you know? Look, the game is going to be incredible. It's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest thing anywhere. I'd be stupid if I wasn't getting in on the ground floor and buying my fleet when I can. It's all going to pay off in the end. Buy a new ship. Let's buy another one now. What's more exciting than expanding one's fleet? Oh, that much hyped Vulture X sure was tempting. A fantastic exploration vessel with a medical bay, a hangar with a scouting ship. Strong armor, crew of bots at your command, all for a bargain price? The price would increase later. I'd be stupid if I didn't buy it now. I'd be stupid. I can't afford it. Oh, man. We're buying it anyway. It's on. Look, the discount! The discount! Buy it anyway. We cannot buy it. Browse our fleet. Where was the spawn all ships option? What a beautiful view. Starting from the lightest vessels. Flyrock, an interceptor spacecraft. Slidehawk, an assault unit. Orca, an infantry carrying dropship. The gunship giant. The two jewels in the crown. Corsair, a big exploration ship. And Skywalker, merchant vessel. As solid as it was bulky. That's what people say about me. Beauties. All of them. The Vulture X would really make this collection shine. I think I understand why she's having financial problems. What about mail? Fame had its price. I had hundreds of emails to ignore. I'd have my bot reply to my most dedicated fans. Also, a few emails from clients I helped. Let's reply to those emails. First message. Senator Stone was grateful for working out what his daughter was doing in Into the Dungeon Leet. Let's give him some... Yeah, we're a realist. We're going to drop some reality on him. The senator couldn't handle his children. I gave him some advice. He could use it. Check contracts. Already had one contract. Wouldn't hurt to check. Friends would tip me off when they heard that someone, particularly a celebrity, had a problem to solve. Nothing at the moment, though. All right, we got our contract from Haggis. Can we go to him? Oh, hold on, what's this here? This is my tree, my stats. I have sincerity, I have specifics and selfishness. I have expression and intuition. I have logic. And I have listening. Solid doors protected me and my apartment. Or maybe they protected Warsaw City from me. We're talking real big. Let's go to our client. To Haggis' office we go.
The director's office is behind that door. Mr. Haggis is expecting you.
Thanks. What's this? I noticed a gold frame as soon as I entered the room. It looked like gold. Wasn't certain. Easy enough to check. I took out my badge to scratch the smooth surface. A deep groove appeared. Gold. A painting of Jeffrey Haggis. The gold frame perfectly matched the highlights in his hair. The man in the portrait had a menacing look worthy of a Mongol warlord. No doubt Celeste Paxi had painted it. She painted it as they did in the 20th century. Plus she had great marketing and a love of details. No wonder so many CEOs and directors hired her. I didn't have time for artistic elation. Can I look at your stuff? What about this harp? No.
You're here. Good.
He took a deep breath, let the air out through his nose with a loud wheeze. Let's see. Dialogue tags, unlocked by my previous decisions. Let's take the initiative. Mr. Haggis, I'm a Gamedec, and... Yeah, I know, wonderful. Something's wrong with my son. He's not getting off the couch and... Well, see for yourself. It's been over 4 days. He entered some game with his friend, Timmy. I tried talking to Timmy, but he's clammed up. His condition makes me worry even more. My son's on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now. Only we can help the son. Here he is. Find out what's going on with him, how he can be helped. I guess his son was wearing an expensive brand-name suit, and a state-of-the-art helmet covered part of his face. The couch's side panel warned that he'd exceeded the online time limit. I couldn't help notice the genital area of his gaming suit was bulging. Gotta examine that. Examine that suit. The suit was equipped with an advanced anti-bed sore software. It resembled the skin of a slithering snake. Let's check the brand. The suit was the same brand as the couch, 11 bits. Top of the line. Blue Whales Interactive didn't own it, though. I ran my fingers over the suit's surface. The synthetic fibers emitted more heat in the places where they needed to work harder. Let's check the couch. The 11 bits discretion and comfort couch reeked of luxury and unattainability. The system masked the player's login information. Haggis cleared his throat impatiently. I welcome your conclusions when you're ready. Let's look at the helmet. Lean over to get a better look. Check the screen. Visor screen had no info on Frito's virtual location, an intentional safeguard. Helmet didn't have an observer port either. There was no way to see what he was playing. Full discretion. Check the helmet number. Raise that head. Frito moaned when we turned his head. Careful, you're hurting him! Now we're going to keep going. Turned his head to access the helmet's technical data panel. The boy exhaled heavily. Took a good look at the panel and scanned the helmet's serial number. There's Fredo. He's not wearing his suit, though. Any conclusions? I'm starting to lose my patience. I'm not a scalpel or sleeves. Please note that these are initial observations. Your son is fine. He's playing something exciting. He's been logged in for over 4 days. No signs for adverse effects from the session. This is some excellent equipment. It's edging your son excellently. Mr. Haggis. Doing a hard extraction by taking the helmet off is a huge risk, and logging out remotely. It's impossible, I know, like it is in most systems. Can you at least tell me where he's logged into? The Virtualium data is masked by the helmet's discretion system. Gamedec equipment won't be any help here either. I need to find out which game Frito logged into, then take appropriate steps. I understand. Fredo entered the game with his friend Timmy. Yeah, he's a spineless pushover. That might be for the best. He's waiting in my office. Maybe he can tell us something. You better hurry, though. Someone's on the way to pick him up. Time to get to work. Okay, we use our codex. You know, something I've mentioned before. I've been using VR for a few years now. Not once have I ever gotten trapped in the VR. I'm disappointed about that. Because all of the science fiction stories always told me that if you use the VR, eventually you're going to get trapped in the VR, and then you're going to go on adventures, right? And that has not happened yet. It's not happened. Like this game is also correlating. It's agreeing that this is what happens when you use the VR. And I don't know. I'm just saying, I've put many hours into VR. I've played many games on it. I have not gotten trapped in there. What are you doing, Mark Zuckerberg? What are you doing? Get on the ball. We didn't really examine Fredo. Touch his hand. I took his hand. It was slightly trembling, but with a normal temperature. That happens in games that generate a lot of adrenaline. Fingertips were covered with sweat. No, not sweat. I rubbed the sticky substance between my fingers and sniffed. Berries and chewing gum. Check if he's faking. Grabbed his shoulders and shook him a few times. No muscle tension. He's not faking. The quiet sound of the suit's massaging devices grew louder as his supporters brought the body back to an optimal position. Examined the face. I leaned over and looked under the visor of the helmet. No signs of an extended online stay. Expensive supplements did the trick. He had irregular skin discolorations near the ears. I had no idea what could have caused them. All right.
Fuck, how long do you expect me to wait?
It's been like 5 minutes. Let's ask about access to the couches. Who has access to the room with the couches? My guests and I, but no one except Fredo uses them when I'm away. He looked at the couch the woman was using. Or at least that's what I thought. I had nothing to say. Yeah, who's this over here? There was a rather provocatively dressed 20-something woman on the couch. The device panel was flashing warnings. Who is she? I don't know. Timmy was babbling something about her being in the game with them. Take a closer look. She must have been planning a short session, since she didn't put on a suit. Leave the lowlife alone and save my son. His face burns red. We need to explain. She may have crucial information. All right, just hurry up. She exceeded the safety limits for logged-in time. Over 4 days without a suit. She must have taken a game pill, or her bladder wouldn't have held out. Man, why don't we have game pills? I feel like I'm missing out on some valuable gamer-related medication. She started revitalization, but something interrupted the process. Even though she couldn't control her body, I thought she could hear me. Her helmet had an external monitoring port. I could connect to it and see what happened. Let's make contact. Hey, lady! Can you hear me? She didn't answer, and she didn't move. Either she wouldn't talk or couldn't. I was betting on the latter. Is the same thing happening to Fredo? I don't know yet. Connect to the helmet. Haggis noticed what I was doing. The observer's port. He nodded. I see you're prepared. When I connected to her helmet, the image was transmitted to my lenses. All right, let's see what we got. This is boring. The girl drifted in undefined space. It wasn't the network menu or any of the games I knew. I was thinking it was going to be something real porno, but no, it's not what we're getting here. Hello, I'm a Gamedec. I was hired by Mr. Haggis. I connected to your helmet. You can talk. I'll hear you on my walk-tell. According to the login, your name is Starlet. Is that right?
Gamedec. That's great. Yeah, I'm Starlet. I can't seem to log out.
I want to ask you a few questions. If it helps you get me out of here. So what happened? What happened? How did you get here? I don't know. I don't even know where here is. I was in the game with the guys and someone attacked me. Who attacked you? In what game? Was Fredo Haggis there? Deduction. Let's see. Gain information directly pertaining to the deductive process. Every decision in the deduction is binding and cannot be unmade. If you choose the option, let the father find his son in the game, you will in fact abandon the case. If you think you have enough information, click and hold the left mouse button over the chosen answer. Alright, well, we don't have much information at all. How are you feeling? I can't move or feel anything. I can only talk. And this emptiness. I'm going crazy here. Your revitalization was interrupted. I've never seen anything like it before. I don't know how to help you yet. That's all for now. I can offer my assistance. Let me try and help you. A progress bar. Influenced by decision and dialogue choices. Maxing it out can prompt a negative or positive outcome, depending on situation. Let's analyze before we do something. Interrupted revitalization is rare. I could have just pulled off the helmet, but that might have ended badly. There was a safer solution. Revitalization is like waking someone up. The senses are activated in a specific order. Hearing is usually first, so Starlet's was already active. Revitalization stages are displayed on the progress bar, but I couldn't recall the right order. I only remember that vision was definitely last. Okay, Starlet, I think I know how to wake you. Wait, I hear laughter. What's happening? My deck detected the girl's helmet was being bombarded with exabytes of data. Someone wanted to overload it and terminate our connection. Starlet, someone's trying to either stop us from talking or probe me. Damn it, what are you going to do? The attack was intensifying. I didn't have much time. Well, let's activate our firewall. I'll activate some barriers to block the signal, but it's only a matter of time before they crack. It's possible to use jamming barriers to slow the attack, or weaker reflection barriers to track the attack source. Let's use the stronger barriers. We don't know how long they're gonna hold, though. Starlet, I put up some barriers. I bought us some time. Great. It's about time we get out of here. Alright, let's try to revitalize her. We don't have much time. I'm gonna try to get you out of here. Finally. Let's stimulate her senses. We know hearing is already active. We know vision is the last. Obviously, we have to revitalize her sense of touch. Correct order was key. Revitalization bar had stopped on stimulating proprioception. Seemed right to start with that. Starlet, I'm gonna try finishing your revitalization. I'm gonna need to touch your body, girl. Is that okay? Do whatever is necessary. Let's shake her. I felt her shoulders and Relium and shook her. Gently at first, then more firmly. No effect. Finally, I lifted her slightly off the couch. The revitalization bar moved forward. Proprioception complete. A good start, but the screen didn't display the next stage. Alright. Touch, smell, balance. Well, I mean, are we still on touch? Or, I mean, are we still in the middle of touch? I guess maybe there's more touch? It could be possible. Starlet, I'm squeezing your hand. Can you feel it? Not a thing. Attack was getting stronger. Now we have to keep revitalizing. What about smell? I decided to stimulate her inner... No, balance? I thought I clicked smell. Did I click on the wrong one? Blow in her face. I didn't know how fresh my breath was, but I took the risk. I leaned over and blew under the helmet into her face, then waited. No reaction. I need to stimulate a different sense. The hacker broke through. If only time for one action. Alright, balance. Stimulate the inner ear. Rock her body. Rock her from side to side. Her arms tremble. Oh, something's happening. I feel dizzy. Your inner ear has been stimulated. I can stimulate another sense. The noise is too strong. We're losing the connection. Got disconnected. Even worse, the attacker might attract me. I have no idea where this would end. This would lead. Well, unfortunate. She's still unconscious. Should not remove the helmet. Oh, she's in a coma. Mr. Haggis, this woman needs a doctor. I can't help her. I'm just an infotainer. You're wasting time and not getting any results. What's going on with my son? Don't worry, I'm working on it. All right. Where's that kid? The friend, Timmy. You need to talk to him. Is he in another room? Oh no, there he is.
Are you going to question me?
You got that right, Timbo. Some dialogues require more effort. Emotional state of the person. Kid looked around with terror in his eyes. When I approached him, he trembled. Confirm? Yeah, I got a couple questions for you. I understand. Tell me what happened. It was Fredo's 16th birthday, and we were inside an... You can't stutter the letter A in an adult game. I guess you can, kind of. Adult? Sort of like that. He turned red and stared intently at his shoes. What do you want to let's focus on you, Timmy. What games does he like? Oh, you like games, Timmy? What kind of games do you like? Whatever Frito plays. Space sims like Dream Space or Dying Stars. Shooters, too. Crying Guns is our favorite. He loosened up. He liked to talk about games. What else do you want to know? He sounded like a player with a slow connection. Gotta remember that one. Either he was deeply stressed or something was wrong with his nervous system. Asking about Fredo. Your friend. Tell me something about Fredo. Anything you want. He's my buddy. Same school and stuff. Once this kid Alex called me names, so Fredo flushed his walk-tail down the toilet. He smiled at the memory. Then he altered the holos in the school gallery to give Alex a pig snout that constantly oozed this disgusting mucus. Fredo's brilliant. All right, I believe you want to help. It was Fredo's birthday. Did I already mention that? I'm not sure. So we logged into Paradise Beach. Oh, that's the one with the advanced AI. It's a place where adults get together there. You can read all about it in the description. He turned red like my grandma's geraniums. Ask about Starlet. What can you tell me about Starlet? She's a stripper. She knew the game well, so Fredo hired her as a guide. She was very brave. Started to pick at the collar of his suit. What did she do that was so brave, Timmy? What did she do? She was dancing so flirtatiously and teasing us, and she was so direct. He was embarrassed just thinking about the girl. She knew little of that world, but was brave enough to guide us. She was so provocative. Thankfully, mainly towards Fredo, as she barely spoke to me. He was looking at me with distrust. You're a Gamedec? Yeah, Timmy. I'm a game detective. Cool. Can you tell me a bit about your work? The kid seemed to come alive a little bit. Sure. But I also got a few questions for you, Timmy. Quid pro quo, you know? He nodded. I believe you. Really, I do. I want to help. It's just I can't quite remember. I don't know what actually happened. He had trouble putting sentences together and remembering the events. It wasn't just shock. Something really disturbed his nervous system. Your nervous system is overloaded, but it'll regenerate. It will pass. Breathe. Let's ask about the Virtualium. Tell me, Timmy. Why Paradise Beach? Well, to have some fun. Let's lead him on about that. There's sensual wrestling to the west of the main entrance, where you can join some erotic tussles. Did you see it? That one's my favorite, Timmy. Yeah, I won. I won 3 times. No such thing in Paradise Beach. The kid was lying. Are there more questions? Several. Good. talk more about Gamedec work. You want to know about Gamedec work? As a detective, I help people with their problems within the scope of sensory worlds. Well, he seems like a sucker. Let's exaggerate about this. Ever heard of CEO Slayer? I tracked him over 8 Virtualia, destroying many accounts and a government server on the way. But I caught him. Can't tell you his identity. It's a secret, you know. Amazing! The boy's jaw dropped so low it almost hit the floor. You seem alright. I'll tell you what Fredo looks like in the game. He bought us both skins, and mine was almost as cool as his. Old man Haggis doesn't know. We used an agent and covered our tracks so no one would find out that we're going into an adults-only world. Let's ask more about Tim. Are you alright, Timmy? You're slurring your words and you're trembling. How do you feel? Not good. I'm a bit dizzy. It's from the fatigue. It played for a long time, you know. Let's calm him down. Just a few more questions and you're free to go. He nodded with appreciation. We're making his bar big. What do you need to do to become a game deck? Let's, puff him up a bit. You want to be a game deck, Timmy? I'm sure you could handle it. He smiled with disbelief. Ask more about Fredo. Your friend. Any enemies? Has anyone been threatening Fredo? Did he have any enemies? No way! Everyone likes him, admires him. He's the best in graphics and animation, and has awesome skins and bitchin' results in Fast Fury. He bought the best speeder, the one for 15,000, and... Let's listen to the story. I raised my eyebrows in amazement as I listened to the recounting of Fredo's achievements. The kid was burning through money, offending anyone in his way, and interestingly, always able to avoid consequences for his actions. Timmy seemed to revel in his friend's insolence. He obviously believed that arrogance and poor manners were cool. I'll trust you. I'll tell you the truth. Just please don't tell Mr. Haggis. We went inside, twisted and perverted. It's a world where people, hurt each other for pleasure. It's horrible, and Fredo, he's still there. Please find him. Hurry. Thanks, Timmy. You've been a great help. All right, well, we know where he is. Oh, what's this over here? Help computer. Stock market quotations. Hardware was high-end. System access was blocked. The hardware is monitoring Fredo's couch. I don't have the password, and I don't have a skill to break in. Infoalia file. Information about me! Not a word. Nothing about us in here. Article was about Pygmalion, the flagship BWI product. It allowed you to create living human psyches. I copied the rest of the codex. Get back to it when I have more time. Alright, well, let's look what we have here. Look for him in Twisted and Perverted. So we filled in a few things here. Well, yeah, we know Paradise Beach was a lie. We know we're abandoning the case if we choose this. Obviously, we're doing this. Alright, so we're going to have to access the virtual world. Get access to the computer. Alright, can we just ask what the password is? Oh, what's this? Fredo's clothes. The civilian clothing was hanging in the closet. Good to take it off and change into a suit before going online. You don't want to get stains on your clothes, after all. Let's infotain the clothes. It was the newest Charles Muggler line. Must have been the envy of his friends. I was able to find a secret pocket with a bag of drugs. Check the pants. An Omnic. The sly kid put it in his belt buckle. Device wasn't secured. A check received and saw a discussion about playing together had been ongoing for some time. Timmy needed time before agreeing to Fredo's idea. It's clear the boy didn't like to be pressured.
Fuck, how long do you expect me to wait?
Well, at least an hour. Mr. Haggis, I've come to a decision about Fredo. About fucking time. Fredo might be inside the adults-only world, twisted and perverted. You know, the one combining sex and violence. I should look for him there. That's what I was afraid of. The kids these days, they're into the sex, they're into the violence, they put them together in a sandwich, you know? They tell me, Dad, there's really a fine line between pain and pleasure, is what they tell me. I was like, I don't want to hear about this from my son. Do your thing. The access fee for that virtuality will be taken care of. All expenses are on me. Alright. Use the spare couch. Oh, there's a spare couch in here? This one. Alright. Let's inspect this carefully. Side panel is loose. Someone forgot to tighten the screws. Let's pull it. We're wrenching the side panel off. What the fuck you doing over there, Gamedec? Let's try to explain. I'm looking for clues. What clues? Where? The couch cost $1.5 million credits, so I'm fucking warning you. Watch what you're doing. Let's infotain his ass. Don't exaggerate. It doesn't even cost $1 million. You insolent piece of shit. Get to work and stop pissing me off, and be more careful or I'll destroy you, understand? Fine, fine. Let's enter Twisted and Perverted. Something bad happened in TNP. Fredo must have been there, so I needed to go in. Alright, getting to the good stuff right away. Alright, this is the Twisted and Perverted HUD. Alright. What are we looking for? Hello?
You seem like the only normal person in this whole circus.
I like to note that I don't want to put anything inside you, pull anything out, or do anything else these deviants do. I'm not like that. You seem like the only normal person in this whole circus, and I have a sensitive problem. Very sensitive. Just say it. I'm looking for my wife. Let's hear him out. Tell me more. Alright, this is how it is. Been standing here at the streetlight for an hour. Can't find Rhonda nowhere. Same time, can feel that she's cheating on me. Let's cut to the chase about this. Let's cut to the chase. I'm a Gamedec. I need more information about your wife, not what you had for breakfast. A Gamedec? Oh, I lucked out. I was told that she plays so often, has quite the results. What's her nick? What handle does she use? Something in the anonymous letter, horny or something. Will you help me? Let's hesitate. Skin? Do you know the skin your wife was wearing? Skin on top of everything she's wearing? People's skins now? No, I mean a skin like a gaming avatar. It's like... I know what a skin... I thought you were just talking about another perversion. Human skinned alive, no matter. I have no idea what she looks like here. Will you help me? Fine. Alright, I'll look for old horny. There's some good people left in the world. Who are you anyway? A loser, can't you tell? And the loser. Rarely get to hear someone being so critical of themselves. What am I supposed to be like? My wife's running off to that. You know where she's running off to. Where's she going? Where's she running off to? Here, of course, to a world for degenerates. I was tipped off anonymously that she hangs out here, doing those awful things. So I started looking for the location, at some kind of exclusive level. Spent all my savings to get here to this Sodom and Gomorrah. My own money. Sodom, you say? Well, you seriously don't like it here, huh? course I don't. This place... Don't get me started, am I right? It's just a game. Nothing extraordinary is going on here. Whatever. See, I've been making games for years. The tech behind it all... That's the real beauty. You can use it to create any world, any reality. And I decided to make hell. It's an insult to design. When I see such creations, I start thinking about changing my line of work. So you make games. I never touch an abomination like this one. It doesn't matter. I was fired. Fired? Why'd they fire you? It's a long story. I was working on harvest growth systems for harvest time. They gave me an AI assistant. I trained it. I taught it. I corrected it. And finally they let me go. Too bad they didn't tell me earlier. We spent all the money on looking for my wife. Alright. We'll keep an eye open for horny. A big fish? More like a small but loaded one. The toyed from the subway. He got on the wrong side of the boss and now they're after him. If we caught him, we could afford those Louis Vuitton skins. But how will we get to him? He's disappeared somewhere. Never mind. Let's get to work or they throw us out of the clan. I have a question for you. Well, yeehaw, cowgirl with no hat. You must have something really interesting to say if you dare to interrupt us. Or we're gonna infotain all over you. I overheard you talking about skins, and damn it, you raised my interest. You've sublime taste. It's a rare thing here. However, fawn skins are amazing. They're only for the chosen. Most people can't tell the difference. They think it's enough to flick a tit or a whip, and everyone's gonna go into a frenzy. Appearances and everything. The skins have customized blood. You can choose its smell and flavor. Yeah, the guys just think you can flick a tit. Tit flitting all day, right? Just want you to keep flicking those tits. Have you ever seen anyone with such a skin? Yeah, but I never tasted one. Probably only a matter of time. A kid named Tugay Bay was intoxicated, so he'll be easy to get to. Ask about the big fish? Heard something about some big fish. Looking for... How do you know? Well, how do you know? Mia, she was eavesdropping. Ask about the clan. Heard you say something about some clan. What clan you talking about? Oh, the Han clan in Knight's Code, sweetheart. Tell me, have you ever wondered about the point of human existence? Have you ever wondered whether there is a higher power in charge of everything? Whether reality is true as we see it? You know, reality doesn't really have a look, and appearance is not one of its attributes. Of course, every intelligent human being starts to look for something deeper at some point in life. How did you end up in this organization? The Han clan only accepts prominent people. Nothing more, nothing less. Ask about this guy's wife. I'm looking for a certain woman. Everyone knows her here. They call her... Horny. Horny? Oh, they almost... Oh, you mean horny? Honey, I doubt she'd be all that interested in you. You're out of your league. Okay, I'm gonna ask... So both options are for asking where does she hang out, but one of them is to do it infotain-wise. Babe, get your facts straight first. Don't see the skin. Look deeper. Let me know where I can find her. And we can verify my league. Why are you so sensitive? She's a complete wacko. I doubt you want to hang out with her. Such psychos aren't worth your time. As she usually hangs around the alleys with shady guys. Let it go. It's a completely different story unless you're into stuff bordering on the dark web. Let's ask about Frito. I'm looking for a kid who was around here with a friend. They may have been acting strangely. It was their first time. I don't know what they looked like, but they probably had top-of-the-line skins. The kid's friend must have been a little frightened. Know anything about him? Oh, that guy. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Who are you anyway? I'm a motherfucking infotainer. I'm a wandering priest of the techno-faith of Raijin, the thunder god. The kid wanted me to enlighten him so he could attain divinity and reach the higher world. I've got other clients who want to reach Kaminari-sama, so I don't have much time. You girls understand, right? Oh boy, could you enlighten us and make us divine? Raijin, he always turned me on. Let's flirt a bit. My lovely ladies, as soon as I'm done with this job, I will enlighten you, make you divine, and the thunder and lightning will bring you to ecstasy, a guaranteed transition to a higher conscience. In the meantime, I need more information about the kid. Time's a factor. The kid's definitely the potty guy we saw at the gates. His name was Tugay Bay. His buddy was called freaking Flapdoodle. Really? That Tugay something treated the other one like crap. He pissed a lot of people off. Bring him to us when you're done with him. You have some business with him too. All right, sounds about right. Sure, ladies. Okay. Well, no, we already did that part. Well, it's Tugay Bay, as far as we know. And there you go, more kinky bitches. Where's this world headed? I tells you.
I'll ask you one question.
Oh, it's this guy.
Carefully before you answer.
The guy who lost his e-sport because of glitches. Are you a bloody troll? Yeah. Of course I am. In that case... Oh, he pulled out a gun. Death it is. Zap! But of course, it's only VR. By the way, what's this? Game rules. Oh. Mr. Unicorn. Of course.
Wanna see a magic trick?
Hello, horse. I'm a Gamedec and... I'm no horse. What I am is a unicorn, and what unicorns do is bring magic and a glimmer of happiness in life. The silliest skin I've ever saw. Especially consider the wearer didn't fully learn to operate the extra 2 legs and the tail. He threw his head and wriggled his tail. Come! I'll show you a magic trick! Well, obviously we're gonna watch the trick. Last thing I needed was more magic in my life, but the horse seemed eager to show me the trick. Alright, let's see it. He bucked, tripping over his leg and only barely kept his balance. Oh yes! Pick a card! He offered a deck of cards held by his teeth, the cards becoming more soaked in his spit by the second. Left card. I picked this one. Great, just splendid. Now focus on your card. Keep it close. He smiled cunningly, which made him look more like a pony. Man, no one in this server can be trusted. Are you gonna kill me too? Oh wait, this is Hornet.
Better if you showed it to someone else.
Let's ask about Bob. I'm looking for someone's wife. It's adorable and all, Rhonda, but how to put it? The butterflies in my magical tummy seem a tiny bit inappropriate. I'm sorry, my friends. Farewell! It seems my friend didn't like you either. I think we'll have to say our goodbyes. Ask about sex. What about sex? What about it? Sorry, but today I'm exclusively interested in this little pony of mine. He should be back soon. We'll look for some other entertainment.
Yes.
Ask about Rhonda. So your name is Rhonda? Oh, you heard the unicorn addressing me. I would prefer you to call me by my nickname. Seriously, I'll take care of you later. But for now, let me spend a while with the horse. Sorry for disturbing you, ma'am. Oh, I almost forgot. When Bob Zappa asks, why is Rhonda doing this to me, what do I tell him? Oh, for crying out loud. I guess we do need to talk. Might your husband want '(s) me to confirm you're here? Consider it confirmed. Rhonda Zappa spends plenty of time in disgusting virtualium for deviants. Do you have any idea how he'll react? There'll be no end to it. Listen, I have a counter-offer for you. Tell him it's not true. Convince him he's wrong, and I guarantee I'm someone you want to have indebted to you. Absolutely. Sure, I'll get him out of your hair. He seems like kind of a prude. Gosh, thanks. You have no idea how much it means to me. I'm looking for a kid named Fredo. A rich boy. Probably in some trouble. I need help finding him. Okay, we have to... Okay. Talk to the husband first. Where is husband? Where husband go? Well, none of these is husband. One of them was named Kill Them All. I wonder if he would kill me. Here he is.
What's up?
The wife is not here. I have some good news. Your description matches several players, but none of them is your wife. Rhonda is not playing TNP. Sheesh, what a relief. A load off my shoulders. Best news of the month. You're a good person, Gamedec. He probably would not know about Tugay Bay. He probably would not know about this. Asked him about Rhonda. Asked him about Rhonda, but he told him to go fuck himself. Alright, so he did talk to him. He had a date in some remote location. Okay, well that is actually something added to our clue. Alright, we made him happy.
Yes.
It's done. I talked to Bob. And? How did it go? I did what you asked me to. He won't be looking for you in TNP. Great. I'll have a serious talk with him sometime later. Looks like I owe you. Looking for a kid named Fredo. Rich boy. Probably in some trouble. I need help finding him. After what you've done for me, I'll help as much as I can. Tugay Bay. What happened to him? I think he was going to some secluded place with his lady. And where is that? Where's the last time you saw him? I'm not sure. I've been quite busy, as you know. But there's this alley in the south part of the location. People go there when they want to experience something without prying eyes. Okay, let's just ask about Fredo. Right, okay, we already asked about that. Alright, south. Alley to the south. Well, can we get any further south? Doesn't seem like there's anything here. Okay, no, we can't go any further there.
This year, you wasted so much.
No, this is an automatic conversation. Ramon and the stranger. Let's interrupt. I have a few questions. Well, no, we're interrupting this session here. Ramon wants the stranger's deets. Oh, Mr. Unicorn does not care about interrupting this moment. What the hell is that? Talking horse? Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm a unicorn. Let's observe the unicorn. A unicorn that knows magic tricks. Do you want to see? You're not going to leave us alone, are you? Not until you watch the trick. Let's encourage them to look at the trick. Let's see the trick. Great. That, yeah, it's not really a magic trick. He just kills people. He just says, I want to, let's see the magic trick, and then he kills everyone in the area. Here's a red car. Big beast, probably armored too. This is Umbra Pata.
Looking for sex or significance.
One and the same, baby. There are two kinds of people here. Some know what they want. They seek pleasure, want to explore, and they're ready for surprises. Others are so bored with life they'll do anything just to feel. I help all of them. Ask about sex. You said you help people explore their sexual fantasies, right? Sometimes. I'm good at it. But I doubt you're a suitable partner suitable for me to play with. Okay, let's start infotaining. I checked who she'd played with lately. I went through the game stream with a facial recognition algorithm set to her skin. She's with someone... Okay, so she's been with Ramon. She's been with Tugay Bay. Who is Tugay Bay? I'm sorry, honey. I don't talk about my dates. Especially to badly dressed people. I'm looking for a newbie who entered here. Now I'm looking for players who can give me satisfaction. Seems as though none of us will get what we want. Ask her about helping people. You help people find meaning? Here? Oh, you think meaning is only where you see it, huh? It's easy to help happy people, but happy people don't come here. Our clan provides truth, knowledge of the depths of life, but your mind is more closed than corporate databases. You don't get it. We have nothing to talk about. There is something here. Trash can. It's funny that most games have these. A mine. Take a look. Anti-personnel mine strong enough to eliminate the player. Detonate it. Why not? I'm not talking to Ken again. Well, maybe we have to. Here's Clown. An octopus-like head.
Only poetry or madness. Yes.
That must have been the clown I'd read about. Why didn't anyone mention the tentacles on their face? Oh, hello, little girl. Did you come to play with me? I'm a Gamedec, motherfucker. A Gamedec. I was looking for you. And why is that? Not you, you silly. For a Gamedec to help me help this place. I'm so glad you're finally here, Tasha Diaz. I was sure I hadn't told him my name. How do you know my name? You're my friend, and you told me... No, that's not right. You will tell me, but we will be great friends. You'll help, right? This is probably about the rumored virus. Is this about the virus? There are rumors you've been talking to others about a virus. Is this what you need help with? Yes, that is what it's all about. There's a virus in this virtualium. No, I already did. I let it loose. I didn't mean to cause trouble. It mutated. I lost control of it, and now I need your help. Let's be candid. You started an epidemic. Now you have the nerve to ask a Gamedec for help? I should report you, not help you. Are you a role player? You're really good at staying in character. You're a role player, right? What? No, you've got it all wrong. Wait, did you say I was... No. Not this time. Truth be told, I'm a hacker. I'm sorry. I tried to fix the virus situation, but I failed. Only you can help, Tasha Diaz. The virus tells me things, glimpses of forbidden eons that chill me when I think of them and madden me when I dream of them. A troll will come, a bad, bad troll. I see them shooting you, and you shooting them. The virus said so. Sure, I'll believe it. Will it happen? Or did it happen already? Shoot! Shoot on sight! It's about to happen, little Tasha Diaz! See? I told you so! A hacker clown with an octopus head predicting the future. I guess there's no harm in hearing what they have to say. The shootout with that troll happened like you said it would. How did you know? The virus told me about you in the shootout. It tells me lots of things, but I can't take it anymore. The clown touched their temples as if they had a headache. It all began when it mutated and stopped listening to me. Can you catch this virus? Won't I catch the virus? Can you? No, you can't. There is no future in which you catch the virus. Ask about symptoms. What are the symptoms of the virus? First, a splitting headache. The world around you dissolves. You dissolve as if you lose yourself, as if something is taking over. Then knowledge flows into your mind, horrific vistas of reality, and our frightful position in it, causing madness from the revelation. But it doesn't matter, because the power of our friendship will conquer it, little Tasha Diaz. Maybe they should have just tried logging out. Have you just logged out? It didn't help. The virus goes everywhere I go. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It says the clown frowned, but how can you tell? How can you even tell? Why this skin? Do you wear it in every game? It's not the skin. It's how I am. Do you like it? Yeah, it's more interesting than many of the others we've seen. I like it. What about the balloon? Do you like that? No, I don't. I don't like that. Oh. What do you need from me? You haven't taken the job yet. Let me answer with a story. I wish that with all my heart that I hadn't designed the virus and let it loose in the most wicked world I could find. I only wanted knowledge, not realizing that knowledge is the very thing that brings us doom. My creation changed, mutated, spread. I warned them, and they killed me, but that is not dead which can eternal lie. So I came back, and I waited for you. For I saw and missed forbidden knowledge that the Gamedec would help me contain this monstrosity I created and protect me from going insane. So you see, little Tasha Diaz, you have to help me. You're quite the storyteller, aren't you? What's in it for me? You're helping out a friend. Plus, everybody needs in-game goodies. I'm a hacker, so I can grant them. Have you already been to Harvest Time? Let me see. Ecstasy points and TNP or gold coins in Harvest Time. Which do you want? Ecstasy points. I'll take the ecstasy points. As you wish, friend. Wait, what did you choose? Oh, sorry. I remember now. After we're done, you'll get your reward. All right, I'll help. Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't need to leave a friend in need, Tasha Diaz. The epidemic is spreading. Find the infected, learn what you can, contain the virus. But how do you find infected? How do I find infected? They're invisible to you until here, now you should be able to sense them. The infected. When I looked at the clown, I sensed something off about them. Then I saw the virus, a strange mass of feelers at their feet. I get sense there were others in the level who were infected similarly. I needed to find them. Well, I guess we can't talk to him anymore. Well, we've been going for over an hour, so I would say that's probably enough for the tryout. And, you know, we made a little bit of headway on our main case, which was to find Frito. But, I mean, we also solved a very small case in the middle of this, which was to find that guy's wife. We solved that case. And we started another case of a weird Cthulhu clown who unleashed some sort of catastrophic virus in the VR. It's weird, you know? VR worlds and, like, social locations, they're never really like what the fiction says. I do not see just, like, avatars from a large variety of different copyrighted materials dancing around and humping me. In the real VR, you get a lot less prophesizing abomination clowns. There's a lot less of that kind of thing, and a lot more, like, getting like a lap dance from Sonic. And, you know, I feel like this game is not really quite capturing... This game is capturing the feeling of what you thought a VR social world would be before VR actually existed. But then VR actually came out. And now you know what it's really like. And, you know, the fiction just never... It didn't turn out the way the fiction seemed to say it was going to turn out. It's just really not like that. It's really not like that. But that's our hour tryout for a Gamedec. We did not solve this first case. We did not solve it, but we became an infotainer. We infotained many people. And came into the virtual world full of filth and perversion, which just basically amounts to a dark alleyway with people standing around on it. I don't know, I'm not seeing a whole lot of filth and perversion so far. Not enough for my taste, anyway. But, that's our tryout of Gamedec. It's about being a detective. A game detective in the future.